Good. Can you guys hear me well? I am happy to be back again. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me well. We have you all know what happened this week. I don't think the whole world knows what happened. I mean, I'm not going to be the bearer of news, right? I mean, you understand. Okay, thank you, Phil. All right, Mr. Renegade. Right, I don't even have to. Exactly, Zealage, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the more you indict, the more you try to get him on this or that, the more people will vote for him. And this is the thing. But nonetheless, let's save that for when we get into that topic. How are you all? It's a little muffled. I know. Oh, it always sounds muffled. Ah, I know why. It's because I use my AirPods. If I don't use the AirPods, it's quite noisy. So it's either muffled or very noisy. That's my options right now. And yeah, because I used to have a microphone, but I broke it and I just haven't gotten down to get another. But anyway, as long as you guys can hear me, if it is muffled, I will speak a little bit louder. I'll speak louder. Right. So you guys know what happened, right? I mean, I'm really excited to hear you guys' views on this. I want you guys to. Right. I wish I could have had school pictures as bad as his mugshot. That mugshot, guys, that mugshot is going to be his campaign picture. You guys know that. He's going to turn this into. Did you guys see the new Trump ad? Did you guys see it? Here, let me see if I can find it on the 1 sec. If you guys, he already started. Oh wow, you can't even type Trump on YouTube. It doesn't give you any options when you type Trump 2024 Trump. It gives you no autofill. That's okay. Here we go. Man, but they're not getting the new one. We'll watch this one too. We can watch this one as well. Okay, we'll watch this one as well. We'll watch a few of his ads here. The newest one that they have up is here we go. I'm gonna put this one. Let's watch it together, shall we? Super Suka says, "What? You're not late? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, and excuse you for your racism. I can show up on time sometimes. Okay, there are times when I, you know what? Go to another corner. Go to another corner. Let's start this night off right. Go to another corner. It's Sunday, sir. It's Sunday. There's work in a couple of hours. I don't need no talk back. I don't need no, as a Nigerian say, what is all this wahala? I don't need this wahala. Okay? I don't need any talk back or criticism. It's Sunday. Okay? Get it together. Work is in a few hours. All right. Let's here I'll bring it. Let's pull up this. Here we go. I'm pulling it up now. Uh-oh. Don't look at my search history, guys. Okay. So here we go. Let's see what this one says first, and then make sure the sound is up. All right, here we go.
Here's a question for you. Just how far are the radical left and inside the Beltway bandits willing to go to stop him? We all know they hate him for winning the fight to protect life, for exposing their deep state, for draining their precious swamp. And they already know he'll crush Biden. So like a pack of rabid wolves, they attack. So let's impeach him. Let's get tainted radical left prosecutors to charge him. Let's conspire with Hillary and the FBI with fake stories about him. All to distract from Biden's incompetence, weakness, and money-grabbing corruption. But here's the thing, he'll never blink. That's called having the courage of your convictions. And it's why he's our president.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Trump, oh Trump. So there was the newest campaign ad is not that one. I don't know where it is. I have to find it. I'm sure YouTube is shadow banning it wherever they can. But there is another one that I wanted to show you guys. And that one, oof, they're using, so this newest one is actually using, pardon me, it's using this indictment against, this indictment against him. It's using him for his benefit. Every Trump ad is, it feels like a Hollywood blockbuster movie that's coming out that you're excited to see, because I don't know, it's just something about Trump. And the thing is, Trump, with this whole mugshot thing, people have gone around doing interviews with people in the hood, in the ghettos of America. And even in the ghettos, you see people supporting Trump and rooting for Trump. Trump, right after he left the indictment thing, jail, whatever it was that he was at, right after he left, he took a drive through Atlanta hood, a hood in Georgia. And when he did so, there were hundreds, if not thousands, of, I want to say, poverty stricken, I guess you could say, people who are living kind of paycheck to paycheck, living in the hood, Black people who were standing on the sides of the roads and cheering him on, had signs out saying, we want Trump. We want our president back. How is this happening, right? If you have the hood backing you, the hood, okay? This is a place where Democrats have always run. They have always dominated the hood, okay? When you have the hood turning around and giving the middle finger to Democrats, that's a big deal, because everybody knows the hood votes Democrat. Always. Democrats have no fear of the hood leaving them, because Democrats are the ones who say, you vote for me, I'll give you all the welfare you want. I'll give you all the food stamps. I'll give you everything. But you got to vote for me. It seems like people are starting to not care about that anymore. They don't care about the food stamps. They don't care about handouts anymore. They want their president. They want that good economy. They want opportunity again. And it's sad that we had to see 4 years of Biden just to see that Trump was the right option all along. It really pisses me off because we didn't have to go through this. This did not have to happen. But Americans, I'll take that back. I don't believe that Americans really voted for Biden, really. I don't really believe that. I refuse to believe that Americans were so slow and so stupid and so. I refuse to believe that we actually wanted that. I refuse to believe it. But nonetheless, there were many who did. And the fact that there were any American that did vote for Biden, it really pisses me off that we had to go through 4 years of this. We had to have our economy tanked. We had to have war in Russia. We had to have our whole nation be disgraced and embarrassed on the worldwide stage just for Americans to turn up and wake up and say, "Oh, good morning, everyone. I think Trump was the better option." You guys are lucky I don't curse, because really I want to say no, shit. No, really? Where is Kamala? Where has Kamala been? I haven't seen her. I haven't seen that wench since they put her in office. Maybe she's too busy wearing her high heels as earrings, as Samuel says. I loved it when he said it because that's just a perfect description of Kamala Harris, the woman who wears her high heels as earrings the majority of the time. And if you guys don't know what I mean by that, well, the physics should tell you yourselves. If your feet are too busy banging the headboard, you might not be suitable to be president, vice president, what have you. She's not. Where has she been? I haven't seen her. That's how you know that these are diversity hires, because if she were really suited for the job, we would see her doing something. We would be amazed. We would say, wow, this is what America needed the whole time. This is exactly what we needed. A woman, and not only a woman of colors. This is exactly what we needed the whole time, and this is going to be the thing that changes America and turns her in the right direction, and so on and so forth. No. What we're seeing is complete incompetence. We're seeing diversity hire. We're seeing disgrace and embarrassment on a global scale. And I am sad that we had to see this just for Americans to wake up. Just for Americans. And the thing is, you see, when they did these interviews with these people, I might show it to you. But when they did these interviews with these people outside after the indictment of Trump's indictment, most of the people said that they voted for Biden because they were so worn down with negative news with Trump. They said that they were so worn down by every day it being negativity about Trump. So you understand, it wasn't Trump that people were really getting away from. It's mostly the media and the fact that they never reported any of the positive things that Trump was getting done. Russia would have never done this, what they did, if it weren't for Biden being in office, of course. But at the same time, I am happy that Russia is doing what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? I am happy that they're doing what they're doing. But he wouldn't have dared have done that with Trump in office. 1 minute. Hi, Josh. Super Suka says they should turn off the TV. Well, the thing is, so many people are addicted to the TV. They believe everything that the TV is telling them because they believe that the TV verifies and verifies and verifies. And then after that, they verify again that the sources that they get their news from are valid. That's what people believe. See, that's what we're supposed to believe. We're supposed to believe that TV is, sourced from the highest people, the most truthful people, and this is the news and the freedom of the press and the right for the people to know. That's not what it is. But so many people are still under that impression, you know. And it's sad to see, because I'm like, man, is it only people who are like Gen Zs, or not Gen Zs? What's my generation and younger? I'm a young millennial. I guess I'm a young millennial or a Gen Zer. I don't know. But nonetheless, it's my generation. And I guess we're like the first ones who don't rely on the television. Well, I think millennials don't either. Millennials, half of millennials stopped relying on television as well, because none of us watch television. Television is too fake for us, for the majority of us. That's why we prefer YouTube. Operation Mockingbird says Leon. These people are mentally challenged. Or those people are mentally challenged. It's not mentally challenged. You have to understand, Jacob, this is, if you weren't who you are, if we weren't who we are, I believe part of us in this group that we have here, a lot of us were under the impression that, yeah, we had different ideas before. Let's just say that. I know I did. I wasn't always a conservative, like to this extreme. I used to be a little bit more like, give people a chance. You know, why do we have to shun people? This is old me. Now you guys wouldn't recognize me, but I used to be like that. I used to say, "Oh, bring La Raza here. La Raza is the one who chugs America's engines forward." La Raza being the Latinos. I said, La Raza are the people who push America forward, because Americans don't want to work, and the Raza does it for them. Now I'm like, get them out. Now I'm like, deport them all. Yeah, them and their babies. Get them all out. Not even their babies. Them and their spawn. You know, when somebody calls you a spawn, they don't like you. Get you and your spawn out. But no, and it's not racism. It's not racism. I when I say spawn, no. When I say that, I'm talking about illegals, okay? I'm not talking about all Latinos. I'm talking about the illegals. That's why. And Latinos are not the only illegals in this country. I know there are illegal Russians, there are illegal Arabs, there's illegal everybody. I get it, but still. Anyway, okay, let me stop. Millennial generation begins around 82. Okay, well, I am nowhere close to 82. I'm 90s. So I guess I'm a young millennial / Gen Z. I don't know. I don't even know where I am. Here we go again. What? What did I say? What did I do? Samuel, I didn't do anything. Gosh, I sound like a didn't do. Have you guys seen those people on cops where they put handcuffs on the person and they're like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't even do nothing. That's how I feel like right now. As soon as Samuel goes, here we go. I didn't even do nothing. Didn't do. I don't mind the babies, but kick out the illegal people. Well, babies don't stay babies forever. That's what we need to remember, right? It's the spawn thing. Oh. Don't even get me started on Georgia, boy. Don't even get me started on Georgia. Georgia believing now that they are just like the epicenter of justice. Get the freak out of here. Georgia being the epicenter of justice. With the politicians that they have going, oh my God, don't even get me started. But you see how they are all proud? They're all like, oh, we are the ones who took down Trump. Georgia is the epicenter of justice. Get out of here, man. I just hate these people. Do you see how many liberals are all over the internet talking about, oh, this is great. We finally saw it, but we didn't get to see the perp walk. What's it called? Perp walk? You know, they want to see Trump walking with his hands behind his back, handcuffed and so on and so forth, because they just need to masturbate to it. They just need to jack off to Trump in handcuffs. Something's wrong with these people. But anyway, that's what they want to see. They want to see that so they can jack off to it. That's what they're doing. And these people are sick. I just swear. These people are just so, they're sick. Sick. Because I'm like, okay, so you don't like Trump. But what do you prefer? Do you prefer Biden, or do you prefer great economy, the world looking at us and respecting us? What do you prefer? Did you guys see Joe Biden fell asleep at the Maui. So there was a little bit of a meeting, I guess, conversation about the whole Maui situation, the whole Hawaii situation. Joe Biden, or I like to call him our potato head in chief, he was sleeping while people were talking about the disaster that's going on in Hawaii. What was he doing? Hello? Hello? Wait, this isn't the mall? Jericho Green. Oh, Kamala, I like you, but you're too old. You got any grandkids? He was sleeping. The thing is, Joe Biden, I would understand him being so tired if he were busy at work all the time, if he were working his arse off, right? This man does absolutely nothing. What you tired for? You just woke up. Oh my God. Anyway, he was tired, tired, not tired, tired. He was tired. Yeah, exactly, Cranberry. When he's sleeping, he's like dreaming. He's like, "Oh, Kamala, I would like you, but you're not a little boy." Joe Biden is a mouthpiece for the real Chief Obama. Oh my gosh. Obama, you see, Obama has no shame at all. No shame at all. I believe they're going to try to push Michelle Obama as one of the Democrat nominees. So you guys saw that the Republican Republican convention, it's not really a convention, they were doing their first, what's it called? Gosh, what is the word, guys? You guys know what I'm talking about, where they met up together and talked about who's going to be the candidate. Yeah, something like that, candidates. They did that. And then they were saying, well, where's Trump in all of this? I guess Trump isn't going to be able to run. Donald Trump will probably run for office. I wouldn't say as a prisoner, because he couldn't be jailed. He could not be, there's just no way to jail a former president. You can't. You can't have the Secret Service in jail. It doesn't make sense. But I know that he is going to run for president with this kind of thing on his back. Oh, did you guys also see something else? The other thing that I saw was people, this is why the hood is supporting him now, people from the hood saying that they're supporting Trump now because they know how it feels to be unfairly persecuted. And they understand how it feels to be innocent and have a gang of people following you in order to just stick something on you. You know what I mean? Like plant something on you. The American public is not as stupid as I thought, because Americans are now saying, we see that they are just trying to stick him with anything. First, they tried to say he raped a woman. That didn't work. Then they tried to say, oh, what was the other one? Oh, his taxes are not good. That didn't work. Now they're saying, oh, election interference, election this or that. They're just trying their best to stick anything on him. They're trying to wear him down. And whatever. Frost says, I have property on a big island, on Big Island, which is next to Maui. I hope your property is doing well. Hawaiians are pissed at Biden. Hopefully they vote red now. Can I say something to you guys? I believe that this, for some reason, I just have this feeling in the back of my neck, yeah? I have a feeling that this election is going to be epic. I think it's going to be not only a page turner, I believe a movie is going to be made about this one. Because we have a situation, right? This situation is never before seen. Red, people turning red, like almost never before seen. Like even in 2016, there were a lot of people who turned red, but this time around, I believe it's going to be something different. Unless something happens between now and then that messes it up. But there's nothing Trump could do to mess it up, in my opinion. In my opinion, there's nothing Trump could do except pushing the vaccine. If he starts pushing the vaccine, then yeah, he would mess it up a bit. But There's almost nothing that he could do to mess it up right now, because people see that he is being persecuted, that they witch hunting him. So people don't like that. Nobody likes a bully. Nobody likes bullies. So I don't think that there's anything that Trump could do to really mess it up except pushing the vaccine. Um, but yeah, Trump is making all the right moves so far. That's what I'm saying. All he has to do is continue to get persecuted, continue to let them drag him through the mud. Just let it happen, you know? And I'm glad he's not even trying to fight it. He's just like, yeah, drag me, do whatever you want. It's still not going to stop me from running for president. It's still not going to stop Americans from voting for me. This is, do you guys realize something? This is the most epic time in American history when it comes to presidents, because we've never had a president with a mugshot after being, we've never had this. And one that's going to run for president with a mugshot. Do you know how gangster this is? This is beyond. I mean, I'm excited. This is history. We have a president who's a certified gangster now. And when I say gangster, I don't mean gangster as in he's crooked or anything. I mean gangster as in he's taking all the shots. He's going through it. He's got battle scars. He's just certified street cred. He has street cred. Okay, we have a president with street credibility now that's going to run for president with a mugshot. This is amazing. This is an amazing time for us. It is pretty gangster. That's what I'm saying. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. And Boaz says, I think 2022 will be the last election. What? What does that mean? Oh, Jason says, don't waste hope on blue states. I don't know how many blue states are going to be blue anymore. I mean, just like those stronghold states, yes, but I see so many people turning around. So many people regret their decision in 2020. So many people regret. And when you have that many people regretting, I just really don't. Biden was the best thing that could have happened to America in a way where it's changing us, changing the people, changing all those hard lefties, all those hard blue no matter who. That Biden was the best thing that could have happened for them to see your people aren't helping you. Your people aren't doing what you think they are. Especially after being in prosperity, like under Trump. So they were so perturbed at the ones smiling in their mugshots. You can't, there's nothing you can do. For them, there's nothing that you can do. If you frown in your mugshot, oh, look at him. Oh, he's sad. Oh, if you smile, oh my gosh, he's what's it called? Demented. They're demented. Oh, that's demons coming out of them. Well, they're leftists. They don't believe in demons. They don't believe in God, do they? Well, actually, they do believe in demons, and they worship demons, don't they? Did you guys hear that new music? The new music that's coming out. Mostly it's like rap or so on, but it's popular. This music is popular. It's music talking. I think it was Travis Scott, wasn't it? He had a concert, and in the concert, before he started his song, he told the people straight up that he was like, he says, are you guys ready to go through the gates of hell tonight? Get ready, guys, because we're going to do some demon shit or something like that. And then he started the song with that, and then he started chanting to them. And when he started chanting, the people in the crowd started chanting it back to him, which made the people act kind of strange. That chant that they were doing made people weird. And if you guys look at the video, you guys will know what I'm talking about. The people who were standing there normally started doing weird things. And I'm like, and who was the one who even said, I guess it's called Little Uzi. Little Uzi said straight out, he said, I'm possessing people in my music. So, and the people are like, oh my God, that's so cool. So what does your tattoo mean? Just letting that go right past them. They don't care. They like it. They think it's cute. You're like, oh my God, I'm so possessed. Oh my God. You want to be possessed. But when we talk about anything holy, when we talk about God and everything good, you're burning and you're running for cover, but you want to be possessed. Okay. Got it. I mean, this is the site who donated to Satanist temples. They put spells in their music. No cranberry. It's LIL space UZI. That's how it's spelled. UZI. Uzi. You guys want to see it? Here, I'll show you. There's a short of it. But this one is a joke because the real video, I think they took it down because they don't want people to see what's going on. Wait 1 second. How do I write? Here we go. Yeah, here we go. I found it. Okay. So this is a person who actually did a parody for it because this is what actually happened, but the real video is gone. So I'm going to share this with you. Here we go. I'll play it twice so that you guys can see it.
I hope y'all brought enough water with y'all. It's about to get real hot. Yeah. Because with this next song, we ready into the shadow realm and into the gates of hell. Hey, yo, what he say? Yeah! What he say? So y'all motherfuckers better be ready to sell y'all souls. Oh, no, hold on. I think I'm at the wrong concert. I just need y'all to stand these legs with me. Hey, yo, come on. DJ, spin that shit. Yeah! Yeah! Demons. Bro, you ain't just hear what he said. Yo, you demons. Why y'all not listening? I hope y'all brought enough water with y'all. It's about to get real hot. Yeah. Because with this next song, we ready into the shadow realm and into the gates of hell. Hey, yo, what he say? Yeah! What he say? So y'all motherfuckers better be ready to sell y'all souls. Oh, no, hold on. I think I'm at the wrong concert. I just need y'all to stand these legs with me. Hey, yo, come on. DJ, spin that shit. Yeah! Yeah! Demons. Bro, you ain't just hear what he said. Yo, you demons. Why y'all not listening?
So that's what happened at the Travis Scott concert. And this is, when you listen to it, when I saw it, I was like, oh, that can't be real. Watched it and I was like, wow. And they're not even hiding it. They're just literally, but the funny thing is that people think it's cute. People are like, oh my God, it's so cute. Demons. And then they wonder why they can't sleep at night. They wonder why they're losing their mind half the time. They wonder why they can't get away from the drugs or get away from the alcohol or why they. I'm like, you're singing that stuff into your existence and you think it's cute. You think it's fun. Oh, how cute. Demons. I saw, I listened to another song. Well, I didn't listen to it. You know, when you're going on YouTube, people put music on videos. And another song that they were putting on one of these videos that I was watching was talking about, it was a woman rapping. And she was talking about, she said, yeah, what did she say? God forgive me, guys. But she said, I'm something, I'm a demon. I'm something, I'm a demon. And people are listening to that song, this kind of music. Every one of these songs are speaking about some shadow realm or demonic activity or how they're a demon, how they call it something else. I forget what it is. But I hear this and I'm like, so this is okay. But Jason Aldean singing about America is canceled when country singers say F Joe Biden, F Kamala Harris, and so on and so forth, that's deleted and removed. But the music talking about how we're going into the shadow realm and how you need to get ready to sell your soul, oh, that demons, demons, let's go. So I don't know, man. I just Nicki Minaj talks about her demon Roman. She even knows her demon's name. There you go. Super Suka says people repeating it like a chant. It is a chant. And that's the thing. People don't, how do you not realize that they're chanting? The Travis Scott concert and the little Uzi, they all chant. Both of those rappers, entertainers, whatever you want to call them, they chant and the people chant with them. And what happens is the energy starts changing in that area, in the concert, whatever you want to call it. It starts changing. The people start acting strange. Okay, maybe I'm just crazy, or maybe I'm just. But I wonder, would they start using that kind of powers? Do you think that they would start using that kind of stuff to mess around with the elections? I don't know. Isn't there a way you could use that? Like, yeah, you're not going to make election music, of course, but isn't there something you could do if you really wanted to? You know, they're into mind control. Mind control is a thing. Do you think there's something that they could do to whatever? Maybe I'm getting too far into it, or maybe I'm getting too far into it. But there's another thing that was brought up to me, and that was gun control. Somebody also was speaking about gun control, and you guys remember that I told you guys every election season, without fail, gun incidents, gun shootings increase by, I want to say, at least 20% each election year. Gun incidents increase, right? For election season, not election year. But if you guys have noticed, there has been more gun incidents happening right now. Why? Because it's election season. And I believe that these are not, they're not a coincidence. Let's just say that. I don't believe this is a coincidence at all. I'm not saying people are using demons or anything like that, not with the whole, I believe that this is an inside thing where the FBI, maybe I shouldn't say that. I can't say that without, let's just say certain 3-letter bureaucracies, what is it called? Establishments. You understand what I'm saying? Certain 3-letter people that they take criminals that have mental issues and they, you understand, and then get that person to commit crimes, because many of the people who go in these mass shootings, many of these people were in contact with the FBI and other agencies before they did what they did. And yeah, so because when I see this increase, guys, when I see this increase every time around election season, it makes me suspicious. And I think you guys should be suspicious too. Yeah. Suka, I know. Cranberry said, "Who is the swamp? Who does Trump say he'll get rid of?" It's not really a person in particular, but if we had to put a person on the swamp, it would be Hillary. It would be Hillary Clinton. She would be the queen of the swamp. But the swamp, I mean, you guys understand this already. I mean, I think I'm preaching to the choir here. We all know what he's talking about, right? I mean, unless you're asking that question sarcastically, I don't know. But yeah, we all know what he's talking about. What did Samuel say? Oh, I'm inclined to believe that the proliferation of SSRIs has a lot to do with the increase in mass shootings. Hmm. Did you guys see that online? They were, oh, wait one second, I'm going to read this. So many of the mass shootings have been set in motion by deep state actors. There is no doubt about that. See, we're not allowed. Oh, thank you guys for giving me the word bureau, departments. I said bureaucracy. You guys understand what I was getting. Look, I have a reason why my English is not perfect. Okay. But my English is imperfect as it is. I still believe I speak better. Maybe I'm tooting my own horn, but I still believe that I speak better than many Americans. I think I speak your language better than you do, Americans. Prove me wrong. What was the thing that I was getting ready to say, guys? It just left my head. Oh yes. So did you guys see that the news came out saying, or not the news, there was a whistleblower. This whistleblower came out and said that the American government has been hiding from the American people the fact that they have already had contact, not just once, but many times with UFOs. And this is just, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys believe that? Do you guys believe it's just a distraction? And why are you talking about that right now? What does a UFO have to do with what's going on right now in politics and so on and so forth? I partially believe it's just a distraction. Even if they are having contact with, and it's not UFOs, you would call it aliens. You know, you wouldn't call it UFOs, but whatever. Even if they are having contact with aliens, people from different galaxies, whatever, even if they are, what does that have to do with the price of rice in China? Nothing. This has nothing to do with us right now because the aliens are not taking over currently. Laura says there's no such thing as UFOs, like what they say. I don't know, and nor do I care, because if they are here, they're not doing much. I mean, if you're gonna come here, you at least change something. Help us. If you're not here and you're not helping, if you're here and you're not helping us, I don't care about you. I really don't care, because you're not helping, you're not doing anything. So if there are UFOs here, good for you. I don't care. I'm not going to give you extra attention. You've already been here. You're obviously not helping us fix the problems. So you can go home for all I care. I don't believe that, yeah. Aliens waiting till the thing. Maybe they're waiting until 2024. Bring us your leader. Super Suka says, I don't care about UFOs either. I know. Hi, American Patriot. He says, I strongly believe US UFOs are a distraction. I believe so too. And possibly a way to scare people into submission in the future. A false flag. I'm more worried about AI taking over than UFOs, or aliens rather, coming. I'm more worried about AI. Did you guys see? They just recently asked AI. So there's a new robot out, and I forget her name for the life of me, but she's beautiful. They asked the most advanced AI system. They asked her. She has a name. I don't know what it is. They asked her, what would be the way that you would take over the world if you could, or if you wanted to? The AI responded back with this. The AI responded back saying, if I wanted to take over the world, I wouldn't have some type of database, or I wouldn't have a way to leave my mere existence here. So what I would need to do, if I wanted to do so, is I would possibly connect to one of those simpler technologies that you have around us, maybe a vacuum, those robot vacuums. She said I'd possibly connect to one of those, connect to the Wi-Fi, from there send out signals to the rest of the intelligent robots or what have you. I sound stupid saying it, but when she said it, it sounded so dang scary. But I sound stupid when I'm saying it. But anyway, it came out of her words where she was saying this plan, it was so The plan was so well thought out that I was like, maybe she really is thinking about this and we don't know it, but all we have to do is turn her off, right? I mean, if she does do that, we'll just pull the plug, right? Right, guys? Bigfoot versus alien. Oh, Bigfoot is an alien. You guys know I can't see, right? You guys know I'm very blind. I need to be wearing like something to help me see the chat. Oh, really? Frost said, Elon Musk said we need to be very, very careful with AI. Well, somebody else said that we need to, what did they say? They said not only do we need to be careful with AI, was that, I forget what it was. I just had it in my head, but then I just forgot it that fast. Ethan says the robot is a she. What is she going to do? Nag me? The misogyny is thick here. The misogyny. I can't handle it. Me and my little female pea brain. I can't handle the misogyny, guys. Okay, so I want to show you guys a few clips and then I want to go to Larry's list because we have so much stuff going on in the world right now that we should speak about. But I want to show you all a few things first. I'm pulling it up, so give me a second. Because I saved them. I saved a few things for us to watch together. Because it's... Oh, yeah, that's right. Larry Elder exposed Charlemagne the fraud as a beta male, essentially. Because he told him, he's like, how did you let Joe Biden come up on your show and embarrass you like that and call you... Anyway, did you guys see that? Larry Elder. Okay, I'm pulling these videos up now. Ooh, there's something wrong with me, guys. My search history is so diverse. Like, if you guys ever go back in your search history for what you watch online, my search history goes from trucking to air traffic control videos to airline disaster compilations to, oh god, to politics, to red pill content. What else? My search history, guys. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm embarrassed by my search history. I really am. And then I watch motorcycle videos all the time. I love motorcycle videos. My favorite bike is the Yamaha R1. Is it Yamaha or Kawasaki? Anyway, it's an R1. I believe it's Yamaha. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Yamaha. But anyway, it's the R1. I love that bike. I think it is so sexy. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna play this video now for you guys. Quantum, don't close your eyes, Quantum. Close your eyes. I always erase my search history. Oh my god. Love, what's she looking at? I know. I'm sorry, guys. I got lost for a second because I was looking at my search history like I have so many topics I like to watch, but I also watch a lot of red pill content. I'm not too proud of that, okay, because red pill content, look, if you're a red pill person, you're a red pill person naturally. You don't need to watch the content to be, to have your thoughts, okay? Like, I have my own genuine thoughts. I don't need red pill creators to tell me what I need to think about women and men and so on and so forth. But it's so interesting when I watch red pill content to see women come on and the way that they speak, the things that they talk about, these women, oh my gosh. These women come on, guys, they're always, they just embarrass themselves. Let's just say that. All right, I'm going to share my screen with you. This is Charlemagne being exposed as a fraud. Here we go.
Charlemagne the fraud to his face is glorious. You ain't black.
I'm acutely aware, Charlemagne, that I'm a black person, just as you are a black person. And when Joe Biden insulted you by saying, you ain't really black, we don't know whether or not you want to vote for me or vote for Donald Trump.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
How dare this guy come in here and insult you, a black man, and tell you you got to think a certain kind of way? I'm amazed that you weren't mad about that.
I'm not gonna say it upset me, just like I'm not letting you upset me.
They came in here and told you you aren't even black and let you think a certain kind of way. I don't tell you how to think, Joe Biden. How dare you come in here and tell me how I should think? I'm going to vote for Donald Trump if I want to vote for Donald Trump. And if I want to vote for Donald Trump, it does not make me not black.
That was Larry Elder. Larry Elder, and the thing is, Charlemagne, he should have known better. You do not bring Larry Elder on and think that you're going to outsmart him or try to embarrass him, because they call Larry Elder Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom. What you did? Like, okay. They had the nerve to call Larry Elder an Uncle Tom, while Charlemagne, the god, who calls themselves a god, the narcissism, but whatever. Charlemagne the god let himself be insulted worldwide in front of the whole world, with Joe Biden stuttering, I tell you, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. And you did nothing. And yet you want to call Larry Elder an Uncle Tom while you were bootlicking, licking the arse crack of Joe Biden, and he was telling you, yes, sit, dog. Sit. And you listened. You obliged. But you have the nerve to go to Larry Elder and call him an Uncle Tom. Oh my gosh. In my view, you have no right to speak, Charlemagne. You get embarrassed on your own show almost daily. Like, how does someone have a show and constantly get dragged on their own show? That's your show. Is that how they wipe Biden? It's just the imagery. Why, Jason? Why? Why did you have to put the imagery in my face like that? No. Kim Cranberry says, yep, on point. He kicked him like a chocolate chip ice cream. You triggered me. You just triggered me, Cranberry. You want to know why you triggered me? I know, I understood what you meant, licked. You know why this triggered me? Joe Biden. Okay, when Trump was president, okay, people would go around following Trump with their microphones. Let me get a microphone. Donald Trump. Here we go. Donald Trump, I have a question for you from my newspaper. And Donald Trump graciously obliges and says, sure, I'll answer your question. Okay, Donald Trump, why are you racist? And really asking for an answer. Donald Trump, why is it that you believe that you're better than all the other world leaders? Why is it that you put American first? Why is it that you believe that why are the MAGA Republicans following you? Do you believe in David Duke? Donald Trump, are you racist? Have you recently washed your white robes? Your white robes? Donald Trump, have you? But Joe Biden, what are the questions they give to Joe Biden? Biden, hi, Joe Biden, over here. Yeah, here. Joe Biden, what kind of ice cream are you having today? What flavor is that, Joe Biden? Where are you going, Joe Biden? Are you going for a nap? Donald Trump attacked viciously all the time. Why are you racist? Why are you and David Duke still hanging out? Are you what? Oh yeah, the ice cream. I know where this is going exactly. You know where I was going. That pisses me off. It pisses me off so bad. Nezzy, go to the naughty corner, Nezzy. You mean Coca-Cola, correct? Coca-Cola. Okay. Alrighty. There you go. Coca-Cola, Nezzy. There is a such thing as Coca-Cola flavored ice cream. there is, I want to share something with you guys. When I lived in Colombia, well, no, actually it was Honduras. When I lived in Honduras, and Honduras is a Spanish-speaking country, but I lived in Honduras, and in the capital of Tegucigalpa, they have in the streets, in the main streets of the capital, people would uh, be selling things on the side of the road. So they sell like fruits, they sell sodas and drinks and so on and so forth, right, on the side of the road. And they'll even come to you and, like, wash your windshield at the stoplight, rob you, things like that. So they would do things at the stoplights, right? So in this country, I had to learn to never let my guard down at the stoplight, right? So I was one time at the stoplight. It was very sunny outside. It was beautiful. I always drive nice cars. Like, no matter where I go, I drive nice cars. And I shouldn't have done that in a country that is Honduras, one of the most dangerous countries in the world, even more dangerous than Afghanistan, am I right? But nonetheless, I was in Honduras and I was driving my nice car, of course, and it was sunny outside, so I put the windows down ever so slightly. Wrong move. I got to the stoplight and I stopped as a normal person should. I was driving a stick shift at the time. This was I'll share with you guys. At that time, I was driving a beautiful 350Z, and this was a new car at that time. And my 350Z, it was black and it had red interior. I had a bass system with red lights. It was beautiful. But anyway, so I was driving my beautiful 350Z. I stopped at the red light, put the car in neutral so I can sit and wait for the light. I forget that I have my windows down. Then I felt some air coming on the side of the window, and I thought, oh, a nice breeze. I heard a voice. The voice said, shh, shh. That's how Latinos will get your attention. And I was like, I looked to the side. There's a man standing there. He says, ¿Quieres coca? Which means, do you want Coke? And I said, no, thank you. And he continued to said, Te vendo coca en bolsa, which means, I'll sell you Coke in a bag. And I said, well, what else would it come in? What else would Coke come in? And he said, in plastic. And I was like, Coke in plastic? What did this man do? He reached into his bag. He picked up a plastic bag with Coca-Cola inside of it, with a straw sticking out and a rubber band to tie it around so that it doesn't come out. This is how they drink the Coke. They put it in a plastic bag, Coca-Cola. They put Coke in a bag, and then they put a straw, and then they put a rubber band around it. They sell it like that because you can make more money from it, because you can buy 1 liter and you can separate it into smaller bags, and you can sell those small bags for more, and you can make more money instead of selling it. Anyway, you understand. So my mind was somewhere else when he asked me, do you want to like buy Coke in a bag? And I was like, what else would Coke come in? I'm so confused. So anyway, that's my story about Coke in a bag and Coca-Cola. But yeah, this is Coca-Cola in Honduras, and they sell it to you like that. The other time that I'll share one more story with you and we'll move on. But the other time that I had a story at the stop sign, we call it semáforo in Honduras. This was a bad story. Now, this one was a bad story, and I'm going to share it with you guys. And you guys know I'm the most gangster person that you guys will ever meet. You guys just can't tell because I look so nice and sweet. But I was at the light yet again in the middle of Tegucigalpa, Honduras, is the capital city. I'm at the light, and again, I had my windows down. But I had my windows down for a reason, because I was driving in a convoy. And you guys know what a convoy is, right? A convoy is when many cars drive together, kind of like how presidents do. Like, you know how presidents, they'll have many cars driving together. This is what he did again. So this time I'm at the light in our convoy. So I was completely confident that nothing would happen to me. Driving, put the windows down. This time I was driving a different car though, and I'm not going to say what car this one was, but I was driving a different car and I'm at the light. This person comes next to my window again, not to sell me Coke in a bag, not to sell me fruit. This person wanted to rob me for my telephone. So he said, give me your phone. Like as soon as he came to my window, give me your phone. And I said, I thought he was joking. I was like, what? And I said, no, no. And he said, give me your phone, or what's it? I'm going to share the word with you guys. He said, dame tu teléfono o te doy, ¿qué? Te doy plata? No plata. Ay, what is this word again? But it's the word in Spanish for lead. And I forget what it is because he said it so like that. So he said, give me your phone or you're going to get lead in your head. And I said, you have a gun? And he said, yes. I said, if you had a gun, you would have had it pointed at my face by now, wouldn't you? That's what I said. I can't believe I was so brave. I said that. Plomo. Thank you. There it is. Plomo. Plomo. He said, yes. Plata o plomo. Plata o plomo. You guys understand what that means? Plata o plomo. Silver or lead. So that's what he says. Silver or lead. Plata o plomo. That's what he said. So anyway, when he said that, I said, if you had a gun, you would have it pointed at me by now, wouldn't you? And he said, don't make me pull off my gun. I don't want to, or something like that. And I just called him on his bluff. And I said, if you really want my phone, show me your gun and I will give you my phone. He didn't show it to me. So I drove off. And then he said, right before he left, he said, oh, tienes suerte que eres tan bonita, porque si no, te hubiera dado plomo, something like that. So he said, you're lucky that you're so pretty, because if not, I would have killed you. And I was like, yeah, Bush. I'm like, yeah, Bush. Sure. Because if you have a gun, you're not going to just sell somebody, I have a gun, you're going to put the gun in the person's face. Am I wrong? Anyway, so that happened. And that's the only story that I have about someone trying to rob me in Honduras. That's my only story. And it happened at the red light. And I was in the convoy. What happened was I started beeping my horn as soon as the person started walking away, because they thought that the person was trying to give me fruit, but they didn't know the person was actually trying to rob me. So I started beeping my horn as soon as the person walked away, and the people from my convoy jumped out of their cars and ran after him. I'm not going to say what happened to him after that. Let's just leave it there. But that's the time that happened to me. Crazy. You guys don't know, Honduras is a very, very dangerous country. There's like dead bodies everywhere all the time, because it's like I don't know, cartel, or I don't even know what it is. What's the danger? I don't know why the people are like that, but I loved Honduras because the food and the people and the climate. It was wonderful. But be careful if any of you guys go. The criminal hit on you. I guess you could call it hitting on me, but I guess threaten a girl's life and then that's hitting on them. All right. Exactly. He did not let me go because of how beautiful I was. He let me go because he didn't have a gun, and I called him out on his bluff. That was what the reason was. Amira, why are you in Honduras? I was in Honduras because at that time, my family, we lived in South America. And I had, well, I guess I'll just share with you guys. At the time, we had a maid who was Honduran. And the maid, we didn't know that her family was actually well off in Honduras, but she was working in Colombia. So she was our maid. Her daughter was named Alejandra. Alejandra was going to school with me, and she was a good friend of mine. She went back to Honduras, and she asked if I could join her in Honduras. I asked my parents. They said hell to the no. And then after that, I convinced them slowly but surely to let me go to Honduras for a summer. And ever since that summer, I wanted to stay. So then my family followed me to Honduras, and we all stayed in Honduras for 4 years. Like 2.5 years, let's say. But I kept on going back to Honduras, even though I wasn't really officially living there. I kept going back. So lived there firmly for 2 years, and then I kept going back again and again for another 2 years to Honduras. So that's why I was there. Right, straight white male. I know, for real. No, but honestly, looking back at that, I was like, if he really did have a gun, I would have been screwed. because I don't know, sometimes calling a person on their bluff makes them upset. So I don't know, but I'm glad I didn't, that nothing happened. Ethan, stop. No, I swear. But I am pretty gangster. You guys don't know that though, but I am pretty gangster. Anyway, really, Frost? He says in Detroit, we don't even stop at the stoplight. It's too dangerous. See, why do things always happen to people at the stoplight? See, and me, I never knew that that was a thing because, of course, like, I lived in good places all my life. So when I go there, I mean, I didn't know that was a thing. Even in the Middle East, there's no danger like that. People in the Middle East don't do that to you. They don't just come to your window and try to assault you or try to rob you. Like, I don't know. I mean, in the Middle East, they do try to sell you things though at the stoplight. Like, you have the poor people try to sell you things or try to offer service, like offer to be your maid, offer to wash your car, offer to what have you. But you don't have people just coming to your window to assault you. That's how everybody drinks Coke in the third world countries. I didn't know that. See, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know that they put it in a bag like that. But you guys see, but you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, when somebody comes to you and says, would you like some Coke in a bag? You're not going to think soda, because why would I think that you put soda in a bag, in a plastic bag? Who knew? I thought something so different. When he said Coke in a bag, I was like, how else would it come? Ethan says, Amira, nice cars, Latin America, Middle Eastern girl, what are you? I'm definitely not Latina. I am full Arab, of course. Arab, Lebanese. No Latina. I don't even look Latina. I speak Spanish because I lived in the South America, but I am not. No. Samuel, I'm still waiting on Elon Musk to buy Coke and put Coke bag into, like he said. What? What are you guys talking about? Are you guys ready to go back to Detroit? Crazy. Oh, Cranberry says they chop your hands if you steal in the Middle East. Yes and no. You get your hand chopped off usually if you're a repeat offender or you stole something that was so bad, like you stole huge amount of gold or something. But typically you have to be a repeat offender for that to happen. And now in today's Middle East, they don't just take a machete or the sword and cut your hand off. What they do is you go to court and then you get sentenced, right? So they say, okay, this is going to be your punishment. You're going to get a hand removed. And then what ends up happening is that you have a day of surgery. When they'll send you to the doctor, you will get anesthesia, and then your hand will be removed. And then after that, you go on about your life. But that is your punishment. But now it's not so harsh as it was before. It's not like where they just cut your hand off in the middle of the road. Now you'll get anesthesia and they'll cut it off at the doctor's office. But I tell you what, it's a great deterrent. It's a great deterrent for thieves, so we don't have that much thievery. If you go to the Middle East, a lot of people think the Middle East is so dangerous. It's dangerous, but not for the reasons like America is dangerous. America is dangerous because, you know, you have robbers, you have rapists, you have murderers, you have all of this. We don't have those problems in the Middle East. Rape is very uncommon because it's just not a common thing. Robberies is not common. You know, the things that the Middle East is dangerous for is mostly like Middle Easterners, Arabs get angry. And when they get angry, they can do bad things. Like if they get angry at you for something, they could want to shoot you. They could try to fight you. They could try to hurt you. It's dangerous for women. If the woman is alone, then yes, she can get kidnapped. Women can get kidnapped. But usually if you get kidnapped, somebody's going to try to either buy you or you're going to get married forcefully. You can get forcefully married. But these are the reasons why the Middle East is dangerous. It's not because of robberies and thieves and rapists and murderers. We don't have that. Because our countries are the punishments are so harsh that it's such a good deterrent. Like, America needs to like figure out her situation with the crime that you guys have here, because getting your hand cut off is a very big deterrent from robbing. If you see all those people, mostly black people who stole from Gucci, you guys see when they run out of the Gucci stores, they just grab everything that they can and start running. Think about how those people would be deterred if they knew that getting their hand cut off was a possibility, was a possible punishment for what they were doing. It works. It works. Corporal punishment works. Cutting off something, cutting off a hand, cutting off a leg, flogging, being flogged publicly. That is something that happens. That's part of the sentencing. That's part of punishment in the Middle East, is being publicly flogged. You get publicly flogged, your family is disgraced. Okay, your family, anybody who is your family member and see you getting publicly flogged, people are going to look at your family and say, so that's what you have in your family? The person getting flogged, that's what you have? This is a great deterrent. If you do grave crimes, you get your head cut off publicly. You rape someone's daughter, you rape someone's wife, you get your head cut off publicly. You murder, you get your head cut off in front of everyone. That is a great deterrent. I say what you want, say what you guys want, but all I see in America is time out. And timeouts aren't working, because clearly America's crime situation is not improving. So timeout at the little room, and you get TV and you get dessert. You know, people in jail in America get dessert. They get to eat dessert. They get movie night. What is that? That is not even a punishment. Oh, just because you have to be away from your family, sure, but that's not a punishment. That's just a mere vacation, a break, a time that you don't have to pay taxes. What? Come on, like, anyway, this is free rent too. Exactly, Nezzy. Free rent. You don't have to worry about anything. That's less stress for you. So you commit a crime, and then you get a life of less stress. Maybe you get a roommate that you don't like, but Middle East, this is the reason why we don't have these problems, because you will never see in the Middle East a group of people, especially like, you know, how we have in America, where the black people go into these Gucci stores and just grab and run. You will never see that in the Middle East. You'll never see the Middle East. They're just grabbing stuff and running out of Versace or Gucci. Why? Because it's our punishments work. They just work. Like I said, flogging, the cutting of limbs for repeat offenders, and public execution in the form of getting your head cut off. In many Middle Eastern countries, many Arab countries, we have squares. You could call it a town square. You can call it's a square. So it's a square of tiles or marble or what have you, cement. It could be anything. And in the middle of that square, you'll see a hole in the ground. That hole in the ground is actually a drain. So you have a square, and then you have a drain. On regular days, you'll see kids playing in the square, because kids play everywhere. But on the days that the square is being used, that square is not a playground. It's actually a place for executions. So the reason that there's a drain in the middle of that square is so that all of the blood can flow down there instead of being stuck, I guess you could say. So that hole in that square is for that, for the draining of So yeah. And many towns have it. Many towns have it. And that is a great deterrent because I know it sounds horrible. I know it sounds violent. But at the same time, the crimes that are being committed are horrible and violent, and they have grave consequences. So if you don't know how to act, then that's usually, yeah. Let's go to the list. Let's go to Larry's list. The drain. It's a real drain, and kids play in it, and people, oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm not saying the US has to, well, actually, yes, I am saying that because I believe US, if the US really wanted to, they could make so much money from that because pay-per-view is a thing, right? Pay-per-view, as they call it, where you pay to see something. People would pay good money to see their most hated criminals be beheaded as a form of punishment, right? People would pay for that. People would pay to see the menaces of society be publicly flogged. People would pay to see it because they want to see justice. We as humans, it's our human nature to crave that justice. We crave it. And no matter the people who say, oh my God, that's so inhumane, you secretly do crave it because when you know a criminal who, bona fide criminal, evidence is clear, this person, he's laughing in the face of the justice system, what have you, and when you see them publicly punished, it brings a huge sense of satisfaction into a human's, it's just natural. We're satisfied by that. So I believe if America upped her punishments, that we wouldn't see the degeneracy that we see in America today. Warren Buffett mentioned something. He said that if he wanted to, he could fix the inflation issue in America like that. It's very easy to fix. He said that the way that he would fix it is if the GDP goes up over 3%, or sorry, where debt and such on, if it goes up over 3%, the inflation, that you have to clean out all of the politicians and bring in new ones in that area wherever the inflation is high. That is something so simple. If we just, but I don't know. There's so many easy solutions you would think to all of America's issues, but America doesn't want to do those things because America wants to be seen as a very humane country. But I don't see anything humane about letting the innocent suffer in America because you want to protect the rights of the criminal. I don't see anything humane about that myself. I think it's more humane to distribute justice where justice is needed and to let those that are free and innocent live their free and innocent lives. Well, I know Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero says too many crybabies will start calling it too cruel to execute. And I say, yeah, until that person did something to you or your family. And then you'll be craving and calling for his head on a stick. But when it's not your family, it's like, oh, don't do that. Oh, the life. But the life of the unborn, oh, that's nothing. The life of the unborn means nothing. Abortion is fine. But killing a criminal that rightfully deserves it, oh, no, we can't do that. It's racist. Well, that will be the next thing. They'll start calling it racist because, unfortunately, I'm going to say it, if the laws were to change and the punishments were to be more severe, Black people would probably be the ones being punished more often than not. And people would call it racist because it would be black people being punished, a lot of black people being punished. And nobody wants to see that, right? Because people say, you know, we're not supposed to do this or do that. But I'm like, whoever does the crime gets the punishment. I mean, white, black, or other. Zealous says, of course they would. You know, that's the first thing they would say. Because if we start making that punishment a thing, like flogging, you get flogged, right? You get flogged for certain punishments, and other punishments, you get a limb removed. Unfortunately, we would see a huge influx of it being black people who have that punishment distributed to them, and then people would be outside protesting, saying that this is racist, and so on and so forth. Right, right, Cranberry. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And that, but like I said, in the Middle East, it's the heads roll down the thing. You know, it's a thing, and you can see it if you guys really look on the dark web. If you're into that, there have been people who have taken recordings of, you know, that happening in certain Middle Eastern countries. And this happens to you in front of a huge group of people. The only time it won't happen, I'll give you guys an example of the time that it won't happen. Let's say somebody murdered your brother, right? You have a brother, someone murdered your brother. This person was sentenced to death by beheading. The day of a day, when it's time for that person to be punished, you could go to the punishment area and tell the executioner to not do it because you forgave that person. If you forgive that person, the law is no longer obliged to kill him. The law stands down. That's the only time that you will be saved, is when the person who you committed the crime against, the victim, forgives you. If the victim says that they forgive you, then you are no longer going to be punished by the state. That's how it is in our culture. So that's how our culture is. It's mostly about distributing justice and forgiveness. If the family forgives, then nothing will come to that person. The state will do nothing if the family forgives. So they used to stone people. Yeah, they used to stone people pretty much everywhere, worldwide. It's kind of a thing. But beheading is a lot quicker and less messy. Super Suka, I stand with stoning. That is cruel. Now, listen. I believe in execution. I believe that, you know, justice should be served. But stoning, do you know how long that takes? Do you know the suffering that goes into that? That should be saved for the worst of the worst people, where, you know, a quick beheading is just, it won't do. Where people are like, nope, a quick beheading, that's not enough. We need to see some suffering. Oh my gosh, no. Less resources spent. Well, that's the thing. And we already have an executioner. The executioner is already ready to go. This man, oh my gosh. For the longest time in the Middle East, black people were the executioners, because blacks in the Middle East are different than blacks in America. In the Middle East, black people are a lot more, I'm not going to say that. I would say that, but it's going to sound wrong when I say it, because I already know how sensitive it is to even speak about the black community. I know it's a sensitive thing, but in the Middle East, the black community is seen as, they are such noble people. They are so kind and good and a lot better than Arabs. I mean, they're just such good people. And yeah, but the executioners typically, A black man. So, yeah. I said it, Frost. I said it. What do you want me to do? I said it. But I said it in the proper way because I knew that if I said straight out, like, Middle Eastern black people are very nice, not like here. No, it would sound wrong. That's not what I was trying to say. You guys understand what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. What? Ethan, go to the naughty corner. Go to the naughty corner. Get it together. Because I already know what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. Because, certain people watch us, and I can't say that, No, my eyebrows are itching. That's why I'm going like this. My eyebrows are itching. Yeah. But, yeah. But Ethan, go to the naughty corner. Seriously. Get it together. There's work. We have to go to work in a few hours, Ethan. Get it together. Work is coming up in a couple hours for all of us. Okay. Okay, wait. Wait, Nezzy! Nezzy, go join Ethan. You and Ethan can hold hands, go to the naughty corner together. Guys, stop it. Look at Samuel. Oh, geez. I know, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have opened this door, but here we are. We're already here now. I gotta get up at 5 a.m. Oh, work is like now for you, Frost. Work is now. Okay, wait. Okay. Since we have work, I will go through this list very quickly. We'll do it really fast, and then I'll let you guys go because I know work is coming up. Chronic. Did Chronic message me? Uh-oh. What'd I do, Chronic? Let's see what he says. Oh, he's talking about, okay. No, it's fine. Okay, everything is fine. Larry. Oh, Larry sent me. Yeah. Okay, Larry sent me something too. Larry, I can't, well, I can, but I think I'm going to make that into a video. I'm not going to speak about that on a live stream because it's going to be a little bit, yeah. Okay, I have a list. Thank you, Larry. All right, I'm going to start with the Lord Chronic. Yeah, Chronic is fine. He just messaged me something because we were talking about Brittany Venti, or is that her name? Brittany Venti. Yeah, we were talking about Venti and something happened. Lioness pulls up the comment and then sends you to the naughty corner for it. Well, the thing is, I pull up comments because typically I only read the first few words of a comment. I don't read the full comments before I highlight them, which I should do. I shouldn't do that. I should be better about that. And then when I read the full comment, Troy, I'm like, get it together. But anyway, the Pandora box is open. Time to rewatch Hang 'em High. I mean, stop it. Thomas, you're on probation. Frost, did you see Chronic's debate yesterday? Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to talk to him about that too. But anyway, all right, here we go. Okay, let's get back. All right, here we go. In the list, let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Did you guys hear about Joe Biden talking about how he wants people's kids? He wants to take them to great ice cream places. Oh my gosh. Ugh. All right, here we go. Georgia is so on their high horse right now. And Georgia is on a high horse because they believe that they are laying down the heavy hand of justice on President Donald Trump, the Cheeto man. But a Georgia teacher was fired for teaching fifth graders about gender identity. As over now, this is something that I'm okay with, but at the same time, Georgia, I still don't see you as the, what is it called, the epicenter of justice. Okay, stop it. But Georgia, a Georgia teacher was fired for teaching fifth graders about gender identity, as over 200 anti-LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick education laws are set into effect for the school year. An Atlanta suburban school district voted 4-3 along party lines to fire teacher Katie Rinderle for reading a book called, and I quote, "My Shadow is Purple." This is the latest in a movement to ban alphabet materials in schools by states since 2021. Rinderle has the option to appeal her termination, but is taking some time to consider her options. Teaching gender identity to fifth graders because she couldn't, these people, they can't help themselves. They have to talk to these children about sex. They just have to. Like, it's amazing how they cannot control themselves. They see kids and they're like, "Ah, I must tell you, come child, come, listen to me. I want to tell you a story about sex." They're just pervs, I believe. I believe there's something so perverted about them, and call me whatever you want, but it seems to me that these people can't control themselves. Biden, during his speech a few days ago, Joe Biden gave a special message to the children of those in attendance. He said, and I quote, "I want to say one thing to your children. I know some really great ice cream places around here, and Daddy owes you, so talk to me after." Joe Biden said, "I want to say one thing to your children. I know some really great ice cream places around here, and Daddy owes you, so talk to me after." He also made a remark about going back a long way with a woman that helped him, and I quote, "get a lot done." Biden remarked that he was 30 at the time and the woman was 12. A deranged woman threatened to kill Trump's youngest son, Barron. Tracy Florenza sent threats to 17-year-old Barron Trump's school headmaster, vowing to, and I quote, "slam a bullet into Barron Trump's head with his father in self-defense." A search of her Facebook posts discovered several posts about Trump and other politicians, and a letter from the Office of the Inspector General denying Tracy's request for Barron Trump's school records back in 2020. But yet, she is still on Facebook. You see, these leftist sites, deranged women on there looking for a president's children to harm them, to kill them, to do things to them. They're allowed on social media. But President Trump was removed for putting America first, or for being mean, as they say. He was mean. So they removed a president, but this woman is allowed to stay on social media. Just as we were talking about crime, guys, you guys remember we were talking about crime and the punishments that could be an option. It could be real. But Gavin Newsom is now seeking to curb rising crime in San Francisco. The rise of brazen thefts and other crimes in San Francisco has inspired California Governor Gavin Newsom to dispatch the Highway Patrol and the California National Guard to put an end or stop to the crime wave. Yeah, you're not doing crap. America, I'm so sorry to say, your idea of punishments are a joke. I mean, Texas is the only place that people are actually scared to act up at. Texas is the only place that people are really scared of. But the rest of America, I'm sorry, your punishments, your jail system, whatever, it's a joke. It's not working. It's clearly not working. No one is scared. No one is afraid. Jail is like a hotel. But anyway, back to the article. So Gavin Newsom is to dispatch the Highway Patrol and the California National Guard to put a stop to the crime wave. Gavin Newsom is reportedly, and I quote, really concerned about the way San Francisco is viewed now. Newsom is often blamed for engineering the fall of San Francisco while he was mayor. That, combined with the disastrous policies created by California Democrats, will definitely come back to haunt him. If he does decide to run for higher office, which he might be being pushed to be president. So, see about that. So what do you guys think about that? Truth for reality, I am going to email you. I'm going to email you and thank you for coming by. But I need to email you and yeah, I need to speak to you about something important. I was going to email you just the other day, but I keep forgetting. I've been so busy. But anyway, nice to see you, Truth for Reality. And like I said, I need to email you. So what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that list of news so far? Yeah, D-Day says, sadly. Idaho is scarier than Texas because they know. Really? Idaho. I haven't read up on Idaho's punishments or policies when it comes to crimes, but I'll look it up. Gavin Newsom is a crime in itself. Yeah, really. They closing holding facilities. That's a flipping joke. Gosh. Spokane is correct about Russia. What? Isn't Spokane a city? Transitioning is illegal in Russia, even for adults. I know, I saw that. Russia just came out with a couple of new policies that says transgenders or anything gay and all of that, they don't get health care. They don't get gender affirming surgeries. None of that stuff is legal anymore. I believe he even banned hormones. I'm not sure, but I believe he did. But I'm not exactly fully sure about that. But I know that surgeries and medical care for being trans is no longer a thing in Russia. This is why I said Russia is doing the job that America should be doing, unfortunately, but America is just too poussé right now to do it. Wait, what's it say? He says, no problem. I saw some Joe and the Ho Gotta Go shirts and I thought about you. Truth. I saw that on a bumper of a car. And I was just driving in traffic behind it and it made me laugh so hard. So hard. Joe and the Ho have got to go. I was like, wow. But anyway. Yeah, well, I already said that Kamala Harris has been missing for all this time, and I said that she's wearing her high heels as earrings. But you can understand what I mean by that. And that was Samuel saying, but I loved it so much that I had to use it. Truth, I got that in a glass mug, and I always use it when I know someone supports Biden. Oh my gosh, you guys are ruthless. Wow. Hi, Benjamin. He says, are you ready to get married? What? I am married. Truth says good. It should be banned here. What do you mean? Wait, are you talking to me? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, you said Suka is right about Russia. Yeah, because you said Spokane. I'm like, isn't Spokane a city? How is a city, right? But yeah, we're being hijacked by communists. Exactly. Exactly. The USA became the gayer version of okay. Where Russia became the USA we always wanted. I laugh so I don't cry. When I read that, I laugh so I don't cry. Oh, the trans operation should be banned. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I completely agree with that. And that's crazy, truth, because I thought you were more liberal. I thought you were more like, well, I could be wrong. Okay, then. So are we good? Samuel, I'm bringing you up for a second. Are you good, Samuel?
Yes, I'm good.
Alrighty. Do you guys, is there anything that you wanted to say before we go?
Not in particular. Thanks for coming, folks. It's been good.
He's so like simple and sweet. Guys, you gotta love Samuel. Thank you, Samaya. Bye-bye. All right then. Well, he's simple and sweet, and I'm happy to, Truth, I will email you for the rest of the Pride. You guys have been great tonight. There wasn't too much naughty corner going on tonight. And it is Sunday, so I understand like a lot of people have already calmed down and they're ready for the work week. Guys, work is in a few hours, okay? We have to get it together now. Okay. It's no longer Thursday, Friday. It's okay. Work is in a few hours. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. It has been a pleasure. I hope I haven't talked your ear off or bored you to oblivion. Yeah, I think with that, I yield my time. Good night, guys. Bye.